Well, hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Tonight, we're talking about a 9-year-old little girl who went on a road trip with her mother and never came back home. Not a stranger, not a kidnapper, her actual mother, the last person that she was seen with. And somehow, in the middle of a bunch of wigs, swapped license plates, motel cameras, and 1,000 miles of highways in just 72 hours, the child vanished. And we kind of have an idea, we do have an idea of the last place that she was seen. And then the mother walks right back into California, and there is no emergency call. She's not reported missing by her own mother. She's not panicked. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And that woman is Ashlee Buzzard, the mother of 9-year-old Melodee Buzzard, who was arrested and has just been let out of jail. There's a lot of things unfolding that we've got to talk about tonight on the other side of this. Get ready. Ever smashed it over again. So is the end. On a proof. Get the truth for the world, no smoke, no fluff. Just the real that we trust. Hold on to your seat, cause I'm coming in club. Okay, come on, Nicky. Let me not. Shelby coming in club. Y'all ready for this? Let's go. Let's go. Great. Engage. Yeah.
Coming in clutch, better tighten the pearls. Dropping cold facts, got the truth for the world. No smoke, no fluff, just the real that we trust. Hold on to your seat, cause I'm coming in clutch. Coming in clutch.
Well, hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Really do appreciate your time. You could have chosen to be anywhere on YouTube. You have a lot of options anywhere on the internet, anywhere in the world, and you chose to be right here. I know your time is very valuable, and I do appreciate you spending some time with me. Today is November 13th, 2025. It is currently 7:46 p.m. on the East Coast of the United States. How you doing? Hello, my beautiful friends. Thank you all so much for joining me tonight. We are talking about 9-year-old Melodee Buzzard, who's been missing for some time now, and she has still not been found. And the mother, Ashlee Buzzard, this story gets crazier by the day. There is so many layers in this story, from wigs to trips to box cutters, we are learning now, to holding people against their will, which we're going to learn a lot about tonight. Get ready for that. It's crazy. It's crazy. Guys, before we get started, if you don't mind, well, you guys file on in here for my live chat and my replay crew. How are you? Do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button. I would greatly appreciate that. And share the live out for extra bonus points. It gets the face of little Melodee out there. People know where Melodee is, and it drives me nuts. Drives me nuts that people know where children are and they don't say anything. Why? Why? Well, probably because their ass will get in trouble, right? Shelby, it really is like an onion, girl. You ain't kidding. You ain't kidding. Yes. Good to see everyone in chat. Let me say a few hellos. Fun to see. Good to see you, my dear Tina. Watch Save Kids. Good to see you, Catherine, Shelby, Roxy, Sherry D, Pam, Tina, Carol, Grandma, Roxy, Catherine, Jamie, Portia, Connie, Shelby, Lovely, Catherine, Ash Cash. Who else do we got? Martin, Sherry, Mama Dukes. Yes, Mama Dukes. Savvy's aunt, Stephanie, Sassy, Brandy, Connie, LS, Jamie Johnson, and Roxy, Patty Allen, Nancy, Graham Attic, Sandy. Good to see you guys. Oh, hello, Timpy. Thank you so much, my dear. Welcome, Connie. Thank you so much. Really, guys, do appreciate you. So, yeah, it's unfolding, and it's I'm telling you. So the guy that was released, we talked about this in the last live that we spoke about. Ashlee Buzzard had kept a man from leaving the home, her home, and the guy's name is Tyler Brewer, and he has said in the legal document that Ashlee tried to keep him from getting out of the house with a box cutter. With a box cutter. Like, I don't know if Ashlee is like not taking her medicine or if she's evil or if it's a combination of both. I don't know like what is up here. But the victim, Tyler Brewer, said he's a quote legal document assistant, process server, mandated reporter, and perceived officer of the court. And Ashlee Buzzard, the mom of Melodee Buzzard, allegedly armed herself with a box cutter and kept Mr. Tyler Brewer, a man, from leaving her home. Now, after Melodee was reported missing, he said he reached out to Mrs. Buzzard to offer help. Mr. Brewer said he was at Buzzard's Lompoc, California home on November 6th when he found himself in an escalating situation. He says, quote, Miss Buzzard became visibly distressed after sharing information she appeared to regret disclosing. Brewer said in a statement, quote, a box cutter was produced, and despite multiple requests to be allowed to exit the home, I was not immediately permitted to leave. The door had several locks on it, he said. Several locks. And so when we were learning about this, when it said the crime is unrelated to Melodee, but sorta related, but not really, we couldn't really understand. So that's kind of, yeah, first of all, 4 locks on a home. And what is weird to me, it is Sarah. What is weird to me is she gave him information. And then she gets mad that she gave him this information. And then she threatens him, like with the box cutter, not letting him leave. So did enter life after Melodee went missing. I wonder what that information is. Like, she got mad that she said something, right? So, Buzzard was arrested with false imprisonment. We know that on the 19th. Or sorry, she's back due back in court on the 19th. She has been since let out with a GPS. The judge ordered Buzzard released from jail with a GPS monitor and gave her a list of conditions, including not possessing weapons or contacting the alleged false imprisonment victim. Prosecutors protested Buzzard's release, arguing she's a flight risk because she allegedly wore wigs and switched license plates just before Melodee vanished. But the judge said that is separate and not involved in the false imprisonment case. Buzzard has not been charged with Melodee's disappearance, but authorities have said she's not cooperative with the investigation. Let's be real. The longer this goes on, the less hope I have, to be quite honest with you. Someone's got Melodee if she's out there. And I think if someone has her, they've got to know by now, don't they? Don't they got to know by now? Okay. So Lily Dean, how do you pronounce her last name? Dina's Melodee's paternal grandmother attended Wednesday's court. We're going to get to that in just a moment. I want to know where my granddaughter is, she says. What's going on? She said to the Santa Barbara KEYT. Law enforcement sources told ABC News that they're investigating all possibilities, including whether Melodee was potentially trafficked. Hmm. Why wouldn't they come forward with her then? Mm-hmm. 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 Yes, I agree. Authorities said Buzzard and Melanie left their home on October 7th. So we are over a month. We have no idea where Melodee has been for a month. When they left for a road trip traveling to Nebraska in a rented white 2024 Chevrolet Malibu, investigators said they believe Buzzard wore wigs and swapped license plates during the trip. When Buzzard returned to her California home on October 10th, Melodee was not with her. Brewer added in a statement that he's in contact with Melodee's paternal relatives who are hoping to find, obviously, Melodee, their family member. Quote, my position has never changed. Find Melodee, he says. Protect the investigation. Bring her home safely, Mr. Brewer said. Okay, a lot to get to. Got a timeline and all that. I want to show you guys some video. I want to show you there is a guy named his name is Bill Garcia. He is a licensed private investigator, and he is retracing Ashlee Buzzard's 3,000-mile round trip home in finding Melodee. He's doing surveillance on Ashlee at her Lompoc, California home. He's been doing it for the past month and is offering his services for free to Melodee's aunt after being what was this? One second. Okay, Garcia has hopped in his truck to see what he could track down. He spoke with senior investigative reporter Ann Emerson from the road of his recent trip, searching for little Melodee. All right.
3 days for one person in her mental state, in her physical state. I find that almost impossible.
But the fact that they came on this rural route piqued my curiosity as to what else is here, what's been missed, and can we find Melodee? Can we find her today? Do we know what direction she left in? Or where she was parked?
My forte is finding missing and abducted children. So this is where I am, if you can see that gas station back there.
As soon as he showed me the picture of the lady in her wig, I was like, oh, hey, I do remember that. Because it was really, really freaking weird. Because she just like opened the door at the store and like halfway poked her head in. And then she turned around and got back in the car with the lady with the purple hair.
The reason I'm here right now is because of your reporting.
To deviate from a well-known route like Interstate 70 to Interstate 15 is interesting, because why would you want to stay off the beaten path? Why would you want to take a rural route where, you know, the amount of cameras is not going to be as many, but at the same time, you're more noticeable? I'm hoping that people do recognize.
Why would anybody want to take a route that's going to add time to your trip? Remember, this was 3 days, 3,000 miles in 3 days. That's a lot of miles. 24 hours each direction. That is almost nonstop driving, right? Also, this woman did remember little Melodee, because, I mean, especially if a wig doesn't fit good and if it's a cheap wig and all that stuff, you can tell it's a wig, especially on a kid, because it's going to be bigger. And so that's the good part, is somebody noticed that they actually saw Melodee.
Them, especially since the two were wearing disguises or wigs.
3,000 miles, 3 days for one person in her mental state, in her physical state. I find that almost impossible.
Listen to that 1 second.
In her mental state, 3,000 miles, 3 days for one person in her mental state, in her physical state. I find that almost impossible.
I mean, again, that is such a lot of miles. It's such a lot of miles. You know what I mean? Like, I did 19 hours, nearly 19, over 19 hours driving straight one time. And, you know, anytime you're pinned up in a car, at a desk or something so long, you don't feel good, and you gotta move, and you gotta, you know, but she's just driving, right? Oh, Portia, thank you, lovies. Appreciate you so very much, darling. Appreciate you. Love your lives, my favorite. Aw, thank you so much, Portia. That is so kind of you. Thank you. Really do appreciate you, my dear, and thank you for being a member and those kind words. That means so much, truly. That is so sweet of you. Appreciate it, my dear. Drove from Tennessee, lots of long country roads. Yes, very much so. Thank you, Miss Portia. Appreciate you. You think she's had help? I mean, if this is indeed, she definitely does sound manic. She definitely does sound manic, right? At 65 miles per hour, 1,065. That's 15 hours a day. Yeah. Army vet. And this is 3 days. And this is from the time that they left. Right? Gone a day and then back the third day. That's a lot. A lot. You must average 1,000 miles per day, which requires very long driving days. Yes. I don't know, man. It's a lot. It really is. Okay. So I want to show you how Miss Ashlee Buzzard looks way different without her wig. She reminds me of Annie. The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet you $1 that tomorrow. That's what it kind of reminds me of. It kind of reminds me of without the wig. Was Ashlee wearing the purple wig? I mean, she's got so many wigs. I love Annie too. I'm serious. It's one of my favorite freaking movies. Okay. Is she out now? Yes. Yes. She's out.
We begin tonight with new developments in the case against the mother of missing 9-year-old
Annie to
Melodee
share.
Buzzard. Today, Ashlee Buzzard appeared in court after being arrested on a felony charge unrelated to her daughter's disappearance. Tonight, we have new details from inside the courtroom.
I'm Crystal Bermudez, your community reporter in Santa Maria at the county courthouse, where the mother at the center of a missing child investigation appeared before a judge on Wednesday. I was there in the courtroom during that hearing when Ashlee Buzzard denied.
There she is. And okay, just Ashlee several years ago, few years ago, whenever she had a lot of weight gain. She had, weight gain. We all go up and down, up and down. I know I do. She looks different. Just the hair and all of this. And the thing about it is when you're going through a severe, mental crisis, when you're in the thick of it, you don't realize it. So she may not even understand what's really going on. But then I go back and think she's not all the way out of it. She's not all the way out of it, in my opinion. I mean, again, I'm not a doctor or anything like that, but she is actively trying to not get caught in certain things, and she's not cooperating. Right? I don't think this is a wig. I don't.
The felony charge
I think she's cut her hair around here to probably
against her, and the judge ordered for her to be released from custody.
Rename and advisement of the complaint. We're entering a not guilty plea with no time waiver. We're requesting an assignment as quickly as possible.
Public Defender Adrian Galvan appeared in court beside Ashlee Buzzard, describing the allegation in the felony case against her as non-serious and non-violent.
She refutes the allegations that have been.
That's right. She did allegedly. Yeah, you're not going to have a wig in jail. You're not allowed a wig in jail. She did have some sort of health crisis at some time. And she did allegedly cut her hair. Paranoid schizophrenia. She's allegedly not taking her medication right now. That could be. She may have not been arrested here, or maybe they was going to let her out. Why is it not working now? What? Let me refresh it. We will refresh it and see what we got.
We begin tonight with new developments in the case against the mother of missing 9.
I'm serious.
And we are looking forward to the opportunity to test the credibility and the veracity of the charges brought.
Wearing a gray cardigan, Buzzard kept her hands crossed throughout the hearing and with short hair looked different from her usual appearance. Lily Dennis, Melodee's paternal grandmother, was inside the courtroom during the hearing and says the experience left her shaken and frustrated.
I would have never recognized her. I can't believe it's her. She looks so different.
Along with being surprised by the drastic change in appearance, Lily tells me she was not happy with the judge's ruling.
What about my case? Where's my granddaughter? Well, we don't know nothing yet. That's what they tell me.
Prosecutors pushed back against Buzzard's release, pointing to her recent behavior amid the search for her daughter.
Ms. Buzzard has been notably uncooperative with law enforcement and child welfare services. Pertaining to the disappearance of her daughter, Melodee.
Still, the judge ordered Buzzard.
I don't even know if y'all can see me. I don't know if it crashed or not. Okay. We're good. We're back. Okay. All right. Here we go. So, do y'all see that? Look at how, I mean, look, this is her, that is her natural hair, right? It's very, very curly. And she cut her hair. And when your hair's wet and it's short and it's it's curly, kind of sticks to your head. It really has, Sarah. It really has. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to show you guys this right here. You can tell this is a wig right here. Look at this. Girl got a wig on. Right. She's got a wig there. She looks really, really different at different times. That is, to say the least. This was them coming out of the courthouse earlier when she was getting out. Damn.
Ashlee, can you tell us where Melodee is? Ashlee, is Melodee okay? Do you have any comment?
Where's Melodee?
Is she in Utah? Ashlee, do you have any comment? Can you tell us where Melodee is?
That's it. And honey, she's hauled away in a damn Ram van, and it's on. It's out. It's done. Justin, you froze and got kicked out. Am I here? Am I still froze? Sandy the wig. I love how reporters think she's just going to stop and be like, yeah, I put, yep. Mm-hmm. Okay, you see me. Okay, we're good. What is the decal on the van? It looks like something to do with like the state. Let me see here. I think it says the city. Hold on. I can do a screenshot. We'll see. I will tell you momentarily as long as I can see it. Oh, damn. It says county of something. It just says the county of something. I can't. I don't.
Is she in Utah?
I mean, aren't those are jail flops, aren't they? Oh, honey, she got the I'm not getting athlete's feet. Look close to the left ankle, and yeah. Oh yeah, she's got that on. I mean, that is that's the walk of shame. That's the walk of shame. Probably other than like leaving a man's house the next morning at 5:30, 6:30 in the morning, and walking down the street or to your car. That and this walking out of jail is probably the two worst walks of shames you can do, right? Other than a perp walk, of course, a perp walk. those are the walks of shame. That shower shoes, yeah. Leaving in a different outfit than she was in court wearing. Mhm. Well, the hair is certainly different. Yeah. That one's hey, seriously, good to see you, darling. The ankle monitor is supposed to have a GPS. Oh, it certainly does. But I mean, people are watching her every move. Like they're following her, surveilling her constantly. Been there, not jail. Yeah. There's different. I've never been to jail either, but I have done the other walk too, girl. So let's say, Denise, my daughter, is bipolar and she has delusional thoughts. It's just so hard. Yeah, Patty, I think we all have probably someone in our family or know someone that has bipolar, and it's up and down. It's up and down. And many times they will quit taking their GPS or taking their medicine, rather. I was reading something and I said GPS. What did they find the evidence from the home? Allegedly, they, what was it that they found? I want to say that they found blood, wasn't it? Didn't they find blood, or they were taking out parts of the wall? I think wigs are common, as I've seen so many. Wigs are very common, yeah. Out of the blue. Just went vertical out of the blue. Kelly, so you don't have to do the vertical if you're on your phone. I can tell you, we're doing what they call vertical and horizontal streaming. They want us to do vertical now. If you don't want to do vertical, there's 2 streams of me live right now. You can just go to my channel and it'll show 2 different lives. You can do it that way. Or you can put me like in watch later or something like that. You know how you put watch later, exit out, and then go to that, and then it'll put me in your regular ones. Yeah, my mother is my bio mother. She's bipolar, and it's a challenge at times. So I get it. Okay, here we go. I want to show you guys this right here. Some very interesting stuff coming out here. Yeah, she walks free. She is free as a bird. Go to the channel. Yeah.
Tell you about her mother. Sadly, we do not know where Melodee Buzzard is tonight, nor who, if anybody, may have tucked her in at bedtime. We don't even know whether the little 9-year-old girl ate dinner tonight, and frankly, we don't know if she's even still alive. And it's been a month 103 days since she was last seen. Her mother, Ashlee Buzzard, hasn't given so much as a clue as to where her little girl might be, at least not to the police. She hasn't even begged the news cameras to help find little Melodee safe and sound. But we do know where Ashlee is. She just returned home an hour ago to her little home in Lompoc, California, just up the coast from Santa Barbara. She had been away.
She has virtually nobody in her life, right? Like she has no kid now. There's no man that I'm aware of. There's really nobody. It's just her and the house. Check text side by side. Holy smokes. What's that, Rachel? She alienated everyone. She absolutely did. 1,000%. She's free falling. 46. I always work. Oh. And when I try to scroll, it flicks on another stream. Yeah. Yep. I know they wanted to do it now.
Since Friday, as you may well know, in jail on false imprisonment charges. A charge that was incredibly mysterious at first because it didn't.
Can you see her getting a box cutter and being like, listen, mother chicken, I just told you something and you tell somebody, you ain't getting out of here. Like, so she's got violent tendencies, which anybody can if they're pushed to that or their, mental clarity is not correct either. But this guy was not. She ended up saying something allegedly that she didn't want to say to him. And she snaps. But it makes you wonder, like, what did Melodee go through? Whenever the day that they leave, Melodee and Ashlee, in that video, it looks like Ashlee is, doing something with her eyes, like that guy, like she's pointing, how you're pointing with someone with your eyes or whatever, and you don't want him to know. But it doesn't seem like she doesn't look irritated to me. You know what I mean? Yeah, Denise, I don't think Melodee's father and Ashlee were together like whenever he died. I don't think that they were. Found you all again. Geez, no warning. Just flipped. Yeah. Really, Kelly?
Have to do with Melodee. And now it just seems incredibly weird. Earlier today, she was in court to face that charge, minus the signature wig. And this is what she looks like. Her own hair is curly and cropped fairly short, almost unrecognizable. But
I gotta say, I mean, I don't understand why she wear a wig. Is it just not?
This is how she appeared before the judge today. No wig.
She needed a wig.
Pleading not guilty to false imprisonment. And then, quite a surprise, because she was held with no bond, she was sent home with an ankle monitor. Take a look at her left ankle. You can see it there. And the wig is back. A few hours later, this was the picture of Ashlee Buzzard again leaving court. Yeah.
She's got a good build, though.
So Ashlee is also prohibited from having any weapons, and she can't make any contact with her alleged victim, who in this case is a man named Tyler Brewer, a local paralegal whom she allegedly imprisoned in her home. Mr. Brewer spoke to our team even before he went public yesterday on social media, and he told our Nancy Liu that he's an acquaintance of Ashlee Buzzard's, and he'd been trying to help Ashlee find Melodee. He says he went to Ashlee's home last Thursday and that Ashlee became, quote, visibly distressed after sharing information that she'd apparently wished she had not. Mr. Brewer says that Ashlee told him her daughter Melodee was dropped off in Utah and says Ashlee even identified the person with whom that child was supposedly left. But he said
That's right. I forgot about that. Okay. So I said earlier during the stream, I said, well, what was it? I would like to know what she said that she got irritated with. I forgot about that. So Ashlee tells Mr. Brewer that he, who this person was, that she allegedly dropped Melodee off with, and where it was and all that. But then she gets angry. But then you think, is that true? Because obviously the FBI would have jumped right smack on that. We don't hear anything coming out about said individual she dropped Melodee off with, right? Yes, 11:20, 8:30 a.m. is the preliminary hearing. She has a bunch of wigs, from what I understand. Right. He went on behalf of paternal side, in my opinion. Is she trying to be someone else? Loss of weight and wigs. I don't know. She used to be a big girl, but now, like, she's snatched. I mean, she's got a nice waist. She's got a really good build now.
As given Ashlee's mental health issues, he's really not sure if she was even telling the truth at that point. In his now deleted Facebook
Zelda girl, how you doing, ma'am? 21 months. Keep up the great work for the children, Justin. Love you too, Miss Zelda. Thank you so much, my queen. How you doing? Thank you so much, Zelda. Good to see you, babies. Appreciate you so much, my dear. Thank you so much. Justin, the father family is trying to take Melodee. I believe that's the reason why Ashlee is hiding Melodee. In my opinion, Melodee is safe at a friend's house. Maybe Faye, but the question is, this is the question. And I understand people's like, well, she's been taken by CPS, you know, CPS took her son away and all that. But the question is, why was she not doing school for months? Right? The school just, I mean, okay, if the school hadn't have said she hasn't sent in any of her work in months, we still would not know Melodee was missing. Yes, for crying out loud. So she would have still been missing. Right? She still would have been missing. And if you, for instance, if you don't want someone to not have custody of your kid or whatever, why don't you just move the hell away with your kid? The idea of moving, or right, hiding a child and that becoming this big as it is, I don't really see, because the object is wanting to be with your child, right? And she's not getting to be with the child in that premise that you're saying, in that theory. So I mean, we don't know what someone thinks, right? We don't know what someone thinks. Hey, Spirit Seeker, good to see you, darling. Thank you so much. But if she wanted to, you know, she thought she was losing her daughter, anything like that. But the grandmother, the paternal grandmother, she says, yeah, we've been trying to find Ashlee for a long time and we haven't found her. Right? So Neuro says, exactly, Justin, 100. That is what she was trying to do. She came back to pack up, in my opinion. Oh, really? That's interesting. Now, she was packing some boxes. She really was. She was packing some boxes. But, you know, is she in a new relationship? Could she be in a new relationship on the Utah border with some guy or some family, and they're like, we're not going to say anything? Maybe you're moving here. But I don't know. Okay, Linda, I'll look at him. Thank you, dear.
Mr. Brewer said in Ashlee's rage, she, quote, produced a box cutter. And despite multiple requests to be allowed to exit the home, I was not immediately permitted to leave. He told Nancy Lou that Ashlee kept shutting her eyes and making fists and engaged several locks on her door. Her mental health issues have been no secret, especially to the family. Melodee's paternal grandmother told our team today that she actually started trying to get custody of that little girl, custody of Melodee, years ago, but clearly was unable to. We do have this video, however. You can see this exclusive video. This is from the year 2020. And just note how detached little Melodee's mother, Ashlee, seems to be. Right back then, Melodee was just 4 years old, and Grandma was filming and making...
This is a much different Ashlee Buzzard here. Much different, right? I mean, you can clearly see the amount of weight she has lost. The hair is shorter. They're not shorter as it is in her jail pic, but she's not wearing a wig there. Right? Little Red, good to see you, hon. I am afraid she was in a manic state, which can last a few days. I hope she knows where she left her. Maybe Ashlee tried some Ozempic or something. More power to her. She looks good and healthier. Whatever works. I don't like the change at all, Spirit Seeker. I don't like it at all. But they're competing with TikTok. You know. He says, I believe that's the reason Ashlee came back, was to fix the school, pack her stuff up, and go get her daughter. Very possible. It's very, very possible. Hey, Wolfie, good to see you.
all sorts of fun jokes, but Mom wasn't doing much. I'm going to stop here and bring in Nancy Lou, who's been working this story nonstop, and she is live in Lompoc, out in front of Ashlee Buzzard's home. So, Nancy, just about an hour ago, you've been keeping watch, and there was activity at the home. Tell me what happened.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, by thinking.
Why do I got a commercial? Oh, because of this. I'm not supposed to get a commercial. I pay for premium. I'm in the wrong one. 360.
This case that we've been following.
Here we go.
Left, but
bear with me 1 second. Here we go.
Ashlee Buzzard's home. So, Nancy, just about an hour ago, you've been keeping watch, and there was activity at the home. Tell me what happened.
It's bizarre. It's really bizarre.
Yeah, we saw Ashlee Buzzard when she returned here. She was dropped off in that minivan with 2 Santa Barbara County workers. She walked in.
Yeah, I could see it said county on that van. That's the only thing I could see, was that it said county. Her history of fear for life as a young child, then having to flee. She appears to have a complex PTSD, in my opinion. No trust in others. The situation triggered the fear of losing Melodee again, in my opinion. It's very possible she did have a really hard upbringing. There's no doubt about that. No doubt about that whatsoever.
Inside, she had that long wig on, and it's almost like it's like a cloak for her or something. She's hiding behind all that hair, but she walked in, didn't say a word. Of course, we're yelling, where's Melodee? Do you have any comment? She had said absolutely nothing. We saw that ankle monitor on her left leg, so she walked inside, she locked the door. We've seen no activity inside. There is a light on in the living room area, but we've seen no activities inside. So she's definitely in hiding, and the neighbors are all on watch, waiting to see if there's any activity at this home, and we have not seen anything. So we shall see if she ventures out in the days ahead. But for now, she is home, and she seems to be in hiding, Ashlee.
I am shocked that she was allowed out, even with that ankle monitor on her left. She's wearing the tight pants, but you can see the left ankle has that monitor because she was held.
Okay, let's say this, though. If, for instance, well, we know that she and Melodee were in Wigs, and they did this big cross country, nearly 24-hour drive. Why do this in disguise? Why change your license plate? Why change your license plate? Now, the inside of her house, I don't know how it is now, but I know before they said it was really bad. Really bad. You know what I mean? It can be paranoia. You think someone is after you. But if you're in that type of mental paranoia and distress, I am afraid that she could have, God forbid, harmed little Melodee. Pray not. Many people like to wear wigs. Ashlee was wearing them for years. Yeah. No problem with someone wearing wigs. It's not Ashlee for me that's wearing the wigs. It was Melodee wearing the wig in that car rental place. Right? It's that kind of thing. Who went in her house to get clothes for court? No idea. And why so quickly to do? I mean, again, we're talking a 24-hour straight drive. And you're only gone 3 days. So let's say you went on a Monday, you left on a Monday, right? Tuesday, and you come back Wednesday. Like, that is some hauling ass.
Since Friday, on no bond. They wouldn't even let her out on bond. She had to cool her heels in jail over the weekend. So do we know whether this home is supposed to be her house arrest location? Because she didn't go straight from court to her home. There have been many hours where no one knew where she was.
Yeah, she was gone for about 3 hours. We saw her leaving the jail. It took a while to do the paperwork, to get her outfitted with that GPS monitor. We don't know where they went for about 3 hours. We thought they'd be coming straight here to Lompoc, so we don't know if they went to do more procedural stuff while she's out.
She had a son removed
pre-trial.
Her
pre-trial hearing is coming up next week. So, yeah, we don't know where she went for 3 hours, but we do know she is now home. And she's going to be back in court, though, in Lompoc. She'll be in the Superior Court here instead of up in Santa Maria.
Well, we're looking at KTLA's video, and now you can really get, for the first time ever, a clear look at her face. We've not been able to see her face before this close up. because it's always been grainy surveillance video or, you know, shots taken at a distance from neighbors who've watched her unusual behavior with moving boxes, etc., ripping down the missing person posters that were put on her front lawn
Yeah, she did
about
rip them
missing
down.
Melodee,
Remember
her
that?
daughter. But now we can definitely see what she looks like with and without that wig. So I am curious about the court argument today, how she's out with an ankle monitor, because her, you know, prosecutors said that she's a flagrant.
The problem is, like, I mean, it's not that they were going to take Melodee, right? They was just concerned why there wasn't any school work coming in, right? So, you know, that's the question, is like, if there's no schoolwork coming in and they just said, you know, hey, where's your daughter? Is everything okay at the school or whatever? I mean, she is homeschooled. There is still county and state rules you have to follow. I don't know. It's just very weird. Joanne, good to see you, honey. Falsely accused is why she's out, in my opinion. So I think Melodee is at an apartment on her own now. We plan trips Monday to get all sorted before weekend. So I think Melodee is at an apartment on her own now. We plan trips Monday. You think she's at an apartment, like Melodee on her own? Is that what you mean?
I mean, we don't know where her daughter is. Did they even bring that up in court today?
Yes, they did bring that up. The prosecutors brought that up. But first off, in court, I think everyone in that courtroom, Ashlee, we were all so taken aback by how she looked, because we didn't know if she'd be coming out with her wig on or not. But we have to go to that video of her in court with her natural hair. It's short. It's very curly. For the most part, you know, she's walking out there, but for the most part, throughout the proceeding, she had her hands clasped in front of her. She looked down much of the time. She only mumbled good morning to the judge after a lot of prompting. The not guilty plea was entered on her behalf. She's assigned a public defender. You see him next to her. He stressed that Ashlee, she has no criminal history, and that the complaint, this false imprisonment complaint, that it's a non-violent complaint. But the prosecutor countered, saying the alleged crime involved a box cutter, also noting that Ashlee Buzzard has, you know, very questionable recent behavior. There's the road trip linked to the disappearance of Melodee. Melodee is still missing, but the judge did allow that supervised release with the GPS monitoring. And again, we saw when she was released from the jail, she had that long hair wig back on, and she really seems to be hiding behind her hair. And even as we're,
I'll tell you what,
yelling,
you know,
where's
Nancy,
Melodee?
that wig is not just a fashion statement. She was switching wigs on that trip when
She's
she
40.
went back and forth on a 3-day road trip.
Okay, she's 40 years old, by the way. I see a lot of y'all asking about that. Ashlee Buzzard is 40 years old, and she looks much better in the wig, just flat out. Shows you what hair can really change your look.
Turning without that child, she was switching wigs. So it's not a fashion statement. We're not being catty. The wig matters in this story. It's evidence and it's an issue. Not only that, she was switching license plates, which means she's trying to evade detection. I cannot.
And that's it. She is, and that's exactly what I just said. She is not wanting to be tracked, followed, a rental car, right? Which she doesn't have a car, so she's got to have a rental car. But that can be a way of her, you know, hindering being detected as well. 2, she's switching license plate out at least once. 3, she's driving her ass off 3,000-mile road trip in barely 3 days. Right. Wigs on a 9-year-old. Wigs on herself. All of that. She's afraid of something. You know, I'm kind of over at what she's afraid of, to be honest with you. Tell us where Melodee is. That's what we want. Tell us where Melodee is. Okay? Let's get on it, girl. I just wonder what information she supposedly let out that she might never regret it. So, Chloe, I'll tell you, because I was kind of confused about that as well. I have my doubts on the credibility of Tyler, whether they know each other or not. They say they're acquaintances. But she supposedly told Mr. Brewer who she allegedly dropped off Melodee with, and all of that. So, and she supposedly got mad at herself for saying that. Yes, it's like we're in that Utah, Idaho. I mean, is she Mormon? Is she Mormon? That's all we need. Is she Mormon? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if it's going to be like, is she seeing? Is she going? What was it that Chad and them did? They went to their closet and they morphed or something like that. I can't remember what it was, but it was like they were, I don't know, going back in the past or some shit, lifetimes. And portal, yeah, the portal. There's nothing. Right, exactly, Snow Feathers. There's definitely nothing rational in her behavior. Who keeps a box cutter handy to allegedly pull on someone? Bingo. Bingo, exactly right. 1000%.
I believe the judge didn't feel that she was a flight risk, and I really hope that they don't regret this decision to let her out, with an ankle monitor.
Well, the judge didn't say she wasn't. I don't think that, I mean, they said that the box cutter thing was different than the Melodee case. And it kind of is, but it kind of isn't at the same time. Right? So, I mean, she is a flight risk. She's been trying to get a rental car before, but people are kind of watching her house 24/7. So I would be surprised if she got out and about, and she's got the GPS tracking, but you know, you can cut that mother chicken off quick, and still half the time they don't even realize it's off for a while.
And that's the consensus around here, Ashlee, but she's going to be under a microscope in this neighborhood. Everyone is aware that she is back home. They're going to be watching this
I think
house
so.
like
I'm pretty sure Joy is.
And, you know, she has that ankle monitor on, and they will know her whereabouts. And, you know,
see the ankle monitor right there
will
in the
be,
picture.
you know, pretty daring. Should she try anything. But, you know, there are plenty of relatives also with a vested interest in this, and they're also keeping tabs on her, Ashlee.
So talk to me about the relatives. Were there relatives who showed up for her court appearance today?
Yeah, quite a few relatives.
Very good
on
point,
the
Misty.
paternal side.
Misty, that's a good point, Misty. Misty says right here. Ooh, what I do? Oopsie. Misty says right here, I think the box cutter was handy because she's packing to move along with boxes and tape. Could be. Could be. Perhaps they want her to flee so they can follow her, which may lead to Melodee. I don't know, because she didn't get that rental recently when she tried to get that rental. They
of the family. Melodee's paternal grandmother was there, Lily Dennis. I got a chance to chat with her at court, and you know, she talked a bit about the history of knowing Ashlee, always knowing that she's been, you know, a strange and different person who seemed unbalanced, but she was very angry, like you, that the judge allowed Ashlee to leave and be under supervised release.
That's true as well.
And she said she didn't even recognize Ashlee Buzzard in court. But
AMG said, I packed 150 boxes for a move, never had a box cutter, have never owned one. I've moved a lot of times, didn't have a box cutter either. So I take your point. Yeah. Strange and different. You think, yes. Well, Carla, he did tell authorities, from what I understand, where, who allegedly had Melodee and all that. Box cutters are extremely handy. I can't imagine not having them. You don't give your kid rotten food and protect them, in my opinion. Nope, not adding up. I agree, Brandy. I agree. You've got to remember about, you know, the past as well, because the kids were allegedly eating rotten food and living in a very, very bad environment. And a lot of that may have to do with her mental state as well. You know, many times, you know, your mental state is kind of manifested in the things around you, right? Then why haven't they gotten Melodee if he told the truth? Well, he could have told the truth, but it doesn't mean she told the truth, right? Doesn't mean she said the truth.
take a listen to what Grandma had to say.
They let her go. And they didn't even write anything about the baby missing on the little, that was that prosecutor? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I'm really mad. Honest to God, I don't understand the law. She's been like this all her life. She has a record being in the loony hospital in Camarillo twice. What else what are they doing? I knew that she was an odd lady. I knew ever since the first time I met her. I knew something was wrong with her.
Okay.
So this is Melodee's grandmother from the paternal side, her Melodee's father's mother. Melodee's father is deceased. He died in a bike accident a few years ago. So the Mensa family who took her once. The hand movement, this old lady is old school. I like the grandma. I mean, she would be like the type of lady that I would like to like sit out on the back patio and talk to of the morning or the evening or something like that. Tell me, grandma. Tell me what's up. I want to hear all about the life. Let's go. I think the son was taken before she got Melodee's father. Yeah. I go to court to see my grandson if the daughter-in-law. I'd go to court to see my grandson if my daughter-in-law took off and wouldn't let me see my child. Yeah, they said that they had. She had been trying to see where Melodee was.
So Grandma's not only angry, she's worried. I mean, her primary focus is Melodee. She wants to find Melodee. Like much of the country, where is Melodee? She has to be out there somewhere. And, you know, they're trying to keep hope and positivity alive.
Boy, I'll say the primary focus is finding the little girl. At this point, let's all hope that she's okay and that this woman, you know, disappears from all of our lives. But I'll tell you what, if she does appear, there's going to be some issue with who's going to care for this little girl, because this woman has displayed some of the most bizarre and trans.
And I agree. I do agree with that, with Ashlee Banfield right there when she says, if Melodee is okay, is Ashlee capable of taking care of Melodee? What is your opinion on that? I'd say no. No bueno. Not capable of taking care of Melodee. I don't even believe she's able of taking care of herself, let alone a child, a 9-year-old at all, because clearly there was no education being given. And that's how we figured out Melodee was missing to begin with, right? She says it's how she sees it, and that's respectable. What did I miss? What did I miss? I kind of like her too. Oh, you mean the grandma? Yeah, I like the grandma. Yeah, she didn't go to school, but it's supposed to be homeschooled, and you have to do certain things through the county and the state. But how long had Melodee been homeschooled? Don't know. Okay, she had a breakdown once after she lost her husband. She took help, gave her meds, and she was okay. The father's family, instead of being supportive to Ashlee, they weren't giving back the child, in my opinion. I mean, I don't think that either side of the family, let me get this straight. I don't think either side of the family has been there for Melodee as well, right? I mean, I don't think, like the grandma here, like she said, she's been trying to, see Melodee and stuff like that, but I think there's trying, and then there's really putting your effort in and making sure you're going to see Melodee. And so I'm not really convinced. Hey, War, good to see you, baby. Hey, SL, good to see you. On both, but I think she's been in the hospital a couple times. It seems like she just needs to, as long as she didn't hurt Melodee, whether meaning if she's alive or not, or physically, mentally, emotionally hurt Melodee. I think, if it's just mental or something, all of this, then I think she needs to just probably take care of herself the rest of her days and make sure she doesn't have any other kids, and just worry on herself and give Melodee a good upbringing, because this is too much on a 9-year-old. This is way too much. She may have never withdrew Melodee from school. So she was still being counted as absent. I think that they said that it was like a homeschool program. I don't know. Homeschooled since the Rona. Thank you. Guys, please hit that thumbs up. There's 526 people, and we got 226 thumbs up. Come on, mother chickens. Yeah, you came in the vertical. It tells me War. Yep. Some are in vertical, some aren't.
Behavior. But excellent work, Nancy.
And Ashlee,
great. Thank you so much for this.
Custody battle has been underway. A custody battle has been underway with the paternal relatives, and that may factor in all of this, and why, Ashlee has been trying to shield Melodee and take her away to prevent the paternal relatives from taking Melodee away.
Well, we will see, because that also is against the law. You know, you can't just secrete a child away from those who are worried about her care, especially if you have the kind of mental health issues that it seems Ashlee Buzzard does. Excellent work, Nancy Lou. Thank you for that.
Thank you for watching.
Nancy Lou who? Okay, Nancy Lou. All right. Let's see here. Any other things going on in the Buzzard case? Very odd. It really is just a very odd case. The biggest question is just why? Why do all of this? I'm just not, I mean, is it okay to say she did, I mean, how can I say this? That she did this just because she thought something was going to be taking place? Like someone was going to come and get Melodee?
Investigators are searching for a 9-year-old daughter. Samantha Hoffman joining us live from St.
Because
George
it'll let me
tonight.
get it.
Samantha,
Sorry.
what does this interview
Actually,
reveal?
I'm going to get to that interview in just a minute, but first I learned some new details on the false imprisonment
look at this
charge.
interview.
According to the victim, Ashlee disclosed information she then regretted. A box cutter was produced, and then she locked her doors, preventing him from leaving her home.
Every time Ashlee left the house, Melodee would be right there next to her, leaving the house.
CP.
Neighbor Casey Monreal.
Oh, the Proudfoot call? Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it, Joanne. I've not even heard it yet, actually.
Tells Ann Emerson of Criminally Obsessed what she witnessed for 2.5 years.
She always had a hood on. It didn't matter if it was 90 degrees outside.
Hey,
you know?
Marla.
Then she would come
Gracious,
back and
right.
she'd have the hood on and go straight into the house.
Since Melodee's disappearance in October, Ashlee was seen taking down yard signs about her daughter. Private investigator Bill Garcia, hired by Melodee's family, says Ashlee tried to cancel her Gmail, bank account, and Amazon, which he feels may signal an attempt of hiding transaction history.
Yes, Karen.
There's a possibility that Ashlee is a victim herself. You're a single parent and you have these kind of mental health issues. Things only get worse if you don't get help.
Ashlee will be arraigned tomorrow on charges unrelated to Melodee's disappearance. Detectives say she was arrested for false imprisonment of friend Tyler S. Brewer, who asked about Melodee at her home. I reached out to Brewer. He said he's provided all information to law enforcement and, quote, "My only hope is that the FBI and police are able to use it to help bring Melodee home." The criminal complaint of the Santa Barbara District Attorney's Office says Buzzard violated Brewer by, quote, "violence, menace, fraud, and deceit," and said the manner in which the crime was carried out indicates planning, sophistication, and
Hold on. What? Wait. Gotta go back. Mother chicken.
Detectives say she was arrested for false imprisonment of friend Tyler S. Brewer, who asked about Melodee at her home. I reached out to Brewer. He said he's provided all information to law enforcement and, quote,
I have fully cooperated with law enforcement, including providing all information I had. My only hope is that the FBI and police are able to use it to help bring Melodee home. She deserves attention. I think it's
quote, "My only hope
urgency
is that
and
the
focus.
FBI and police are able to use it to help bring Melodee home."
Okay,
The
next.
criminal complaint of the Santa Barbara District Attorney's Office says Buzzard violated Brewer by, quote, "violence, menace, fraud."
Okay, here we go. Violated. Okay. Menace,
Fraud and deceit.
fraud, and deceit. Where's the fraud part? Okay, what am I missing? The court should have made her get some type of help for her mental status. Like a 5150. I don't know the fraud part though. Yeah, actually you can do in every state now, in the United States, you can do there is a home school free version, just like your kids go to your regular school. The county pays for it, or your state or whatever pays for it now, and it's just It's just a regular school, but it's online. And you have teachers and all that. Yeah, that's what I don't get the fraud part either at Ash Cash. Not having her, but getting Social Security. My daughter was in K-12 and it was free. Yes, that's what I'm talking about, Monica. The K-12. Yep. That's it. That's what it is. Yeah. I know. It's way different now. It's just crazy. Was that really Ashlee at the rental car place? I see a different person in my opinion. No, I really think it was. What'd Lil Red say? Yeah, we'll talk about CP and KP and all that. For sure.
And said the manner in which the crime was carried out indicates planning, sophistication, and professionalism.
The manner in which the crime was carried out indicates planning, sophistication, and professionalism.
On notice Ashlee seems scared during her arrest in the initial search
Very
warrant,
interesting.
but she's ready to hear answers.
We could see her in the backyard and she was sitting next to a shed crying. You feel bad, but then you're like, well, just come forward with the child, you know?
The Santa Barbara Sheriff's Department has until Thursday to question Ashlee because of her arrest. Live in St. George.
So Ashlee was sitting by the shed and she was crying. Correct. It is just May, April. Yep. I don't know. That's curious, Mohawk. I don't know what the fraud part was. She was set up to be arrested, in my opinion. Could be. You never know. You never know. It doesn't sound good, for crying out loud. It really doesn't. All right. Okay, we showed you that one. Let me see here. If there's anything that's coming out in just the last little bit. If anything has dropped on Melodee. Yeah, she's been forced to wear a GPS monitor. In the past hour, nothing. Okay, so I think we are caught up on the Ashlee Buzzard part. They said she has until Thursday to talk. Well, shit, they've been threatening her with that for weeks now. You know what I mean? Oh, bless you. Just made April. Hello, Pam. Good to see you. All right, guys. I will be back in 1 hour from now. We'll be talking about Jack and Lily Sullivan. Some new things rolling out. They said in this interview that we're going to be playing and talking about and more that they're doing a search Saturday and they could find them in the Pictou River. I don't know. A lot to talk about. All right, Joyous. Thank you, guys. Good to see you, Spirit Seeker, Lady for Justice, everyone, Jam. I will see you guys. Hello, Sherry. Is Sherry okay? The other Sherry? I haven't seen her today, or did I see her yesterday? Sherry? I don't know. Yes, bring Melodee home. Love you too, Tammy. Good to see you, War. Amber and Dave. Hello, everyone. No problem, AMG, Ash Cash, Sherry, everyone. Oh, did you switch your... Yes. Did you switch your... You switched your picture. That's what it was. I think. Okay. Making sure it's okay. I know every one of you, and if I don't see you for a couple days, I'm like, are they okay? All right, guys. I'll see you guys in 1 hour from now. Much love, everyone. See you guys shortly. God bless. Justice for little Melodee Buzzard.